Interest rates are way too high, and I will be serious about buying again once they come back down. Who wants to lead us off?
I can take it, Jeff.
Let's hear it.
Jeff, I can appreciate you saying that interest rates are too high. And I'm curious, Jeff, are you more, do you care more about the amount you pay per month or the actual interest rate you get?
Well, certainly, I want to be mindful of what I'm paying per month, but also, I don't want to overpay for an interest rate, especially if they're going to come down.
Right, right, absolutely. And the thing is, we don't know if they're going to come down or not. Jeff, what I
Mhm.
like to do is have my lender give you a call. There's no obligation to get your credit ran or anything like that. It's just going to arm you with more information to make an educated decision in this market. Does that sound fair?
I think I would be open to that, and I definitely want to get another opinion before I do. So if that's all right, I'm going to ask somebody else. Also, thank you, Devonte. I'm going to say the same thing. Interest rates are too high. I want to wait for them to come down. Who wants to take that? Give us additional scripts on that one.
I'll go for that. So, Jeff, I understand your concern about interest rates, and at the same time, market predictions are still uncertain. And so,
Yeah.
waiting could mean missing out on finding your perfect home. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity, do you?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by perfect home. I mean, I guess I don't want to miss out on the perfect home. That's right. But I also don't want to pay a 7% interest rate.
I totally understand. And when you're thinking about that perfect home, what are some of those specific features that you're looking for?
Well, I want that white picket fence and new vinyl windows. I mean, those are two things that are real important to me.
And if ultimately it meant that I could find you that white picket fence and those windows, would you decide to hire me and ultimately submit an offer on that home today if we found it for you?
Well, see, the thing is that I don't want to pay the interest rate though, so I don't know if I'd be in a position to write an offer right now. I mean, I'll go look at houses with you, but I'm not sure that I'm ready to make an offer right now.
And are you aware of the different mortgage options out there, the different financing options out there that could help you to lower your monthly payment, even if you were paying that 7.4 interest rate today?
Hmm. No, I didn't know that there were other options to get the payment lower.
Well, that's exactly why I want to meet with you so that we can not only discuss what your perfect home looks like, but also some strategies that we can implement to keep your interest rate and your monthly payment at that perfect level. How does that sound?
Well, now that you mentioned that, that sounds pretty good because I want to know about how I can lower my payment even if I'm going to be stuck paying this high rate.
Very good. I'll be free tonight at 5 or tomorrow at 6. Which works better, Jeff?
Let's do tomorrow at 6. Thank you. All right, I've got one, but Justin, I want to give you a shot at this one too. Do you
Yep.
got? Go ahead.
Yep. Hey, Jeff, I can appreciate that you don't want to pay a high interest rate right now, but let me ask you this question, Jeff. What's the main reason why you're looking to purchase in the first place? Or
Um,
thinking about purchasing in the first place?
yeah, I just want to downsize. My kids are all grown up, and we don't need all this space anymore. We just want to get rid of this house and get into a lower monthly payment, and get into a nice little 3 bedroom ranch here. So maybe we can travel the country, or head to Florida or something like that.
All right, that makes sense, and I appreciate that, Jeff. Let me ask you this question. Have you thought about staying in your home for the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 years? Would you be okay if the interest rate didn't come down and you still stay in the bigger home?
I don't want to do that. I guess, that might be an option if we have to wait. I prefer not to though. I hope it's not going to take that long for rates to come down.
Yeah, and I hope not either, Jeff. And at the same time, there's no way that we can guarantee that rates are going to come down. I mean, we're hearing it in the news that it's a possibility, but as you know, things have been pretty uncertain in the market and even in the economy. And, at any given time, something could happen to cause rates to go even higher. Now, you wouldn't want to wait and have rates go even higher, Jeff, would you?
I was thinking they were going to be coming down. I didn't know that there's a possibility they could still go up.
Yeah, there's always a possibility. And have you thought about how waiting could actually affect the price that you pay for a home if you wait until interest rates come down?
Hmm. I had not thought about that. No.
Well, what I mean by that, Jeff, is let's just say that interest rates come down in the next 3 months. How many people do you think are sitting on the sidelines like you, waiting for interest rates to come down?
Probably a lot. Yeah, probably quite a few.
And right now, inventory is currently low. Doesn't mean that inventory is not going to go up, but let's just say inventory stays about where it is and interest rates come down. Would you rather go out and find a house where maybe you can get a deal on it, even though you're paying a little bit higher of an interest rate than where you want to be, rather than waiting 3 months and having to compete and potentially pay over asking price in a multiple offer situation and actually have to bring cash to closing? Which one do you think would make more sense for you, Jeff?
Obviously, well, I you know, when you put it like that, yeah, it makes more sense to maybe do something now.
Because here's the good news, Jeff. You can always refinance your rate. You can never pay less for a home. So if you pay $20,000, $30,000 over asking price, you're stuck with that balance. But if you purchase a property at a 7% rate and you're not having to compete against other people, you can always refinance when the interest rates come down. So which scenario makes better sense for you?
Well, I guess let's just go now, and I'll look at refinancing. I think it makes sense to just do something now.
Sounds good, Jeff. Let's do the right thing and let's get out there and look at some houses.
Awesome. That's right. Yeah. I love that, Justin. Great word track, great dialogue, great flow. There's one thing that you could tweak on the way you said it for everyone that wants to write this down. I think Jeremiah just put it in the script. There is one other way to say that dialogue, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing because Justin did a really good job of that. But that is, you can always refinance a mortgage, but you cannot renegotiate a purchase price. And what I think you heard with all of with Devontae, with Dylan, with Justin is that if you wait and prices go up, but rates come down, how much are you really saving? And Justin, just kind of touched on that a little bit there. One of my favorite lines or dialogues to use with the buyer when they use this one is, what's interesting when they say they want to wait. You know what's interesting about saying you want to wait until interest rates come down? No, what's that, Jeff? You're the 7th person this week alone that has told me they want to wait until rates come down. And can I tell you why that concerns me? You're the 7th person this week alone that has said they want to wait till rates come down. And can I tell you why that concerns me? No, why is that? Well, if everyone else is waiting for rates to come down, what do you think is going to happen to sales prices when they finally do? Because now all of a sudden, these people want to get out in the market and compete for these same listings for you because interest rates have dropped. Interest rates are dropped, so let's enter. But now you're paying more for a house.